while her father was president. And then she's been a National Assembly member and heavily involved in Korea's politics before becoming the first female president of South Korea.
This is President Park's first overseas trip. Why did she include L.A. on her list of U.S. stops?
I believe it's because Los Angeles is home to more Korean Americans than any other city in the United States, and she wanted to let the Korean American community know that she is grateful for the support of all of those in the diaspora.
And how are Korean Americans in Southern California feeling about this big visit by the president?
Oh, they're completely euphoric. She brings so much nostalgia, history, and hope for the community.
Yesterday, she met with President Obama, and not surprisingly, Korea was a topic of conversation. How do you think relations have changed between the two Koreas since President Park has taken power?
I think because she has a greater grasp of the political ties in South Korea and here in the United States, she has a history that's deep. And when you listen to her speech or read her speech from yesterday, she talks about how members of the U.S. military are true friends. I think that deep resonance conveyed so much to the members of Congress, and it is something that Korean Americans are grateful for.
There is speculation that President Park may be discussing issues like trade between the U.S. and Korea and tourism here in Southern California today. What would you hope that she could achieve on that front?
Oh, I'm sure she will be talking about that as, tens of thousands of visitors and business people travel between South Korea and California, in particular Los Angeles. So with the U.S. FTA that was passed last year this month, it's something that she's going to try to encourage as best she can.
What does President Park Geun-hye's visit to the U.S., these 5 stops she's making, what do you think it means overall for South Korean-U.S. relations?
Clearly it's an indicator that she considers the U.S. as a very good and dear friend, and she was able to share in a completely moving manner how important our relationships are.
Finally, Grace, just out of curiosity, there are so many great Korean restaurants here in LA to choose from. Let's say the president was feeling a little bit homesick for, just looking for some comfort food on this U.S. trip. Where would you send her?
I wouldn't. This is too loaded of a question.
Too much politics between the different Korean restaurants?
Yes, and I run the Korean barbecue cook-off. This would be deadly.
Understood. You may recuse yourself.
Thank you.
Grace Yu, Executive Director of the Korean American Coalition, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.